If you bored, then stop complaining. Tap into Slightlee daily. Pods and blogs and playlists. Everyday entertainment. Slightly to the daily. Slight to the lead to the. If you bored, then stop complaining. Tap into Slightlee daily. Pods and blogs and playlists. Everyday entertainment. Slightly to the daily. Slight to the lead to the daily.
You are now listening to episode number 68 of the Slightlee Daily Podcast. Slight, L-E-E, Daily. YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, everything possible. Congratulations, you made it. I have a special guest with me today. This is his first time on here. It's always good. It's good to have recurring guests, but I also, having the new person on here and someone I'm sort of acquainted with is also just a beautiful thing too. It's kind of what this is all about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so,
getting connected.
Dakota, could you introduce yourself, please, if you don't mind?
My name is Dakota Martin. I am the owner of Limitless Skateboards. I am a father to a 2-year-old, Iris Jade Martin. And I'm a human being.
A human being, man. So, I personally don't have a lot of friends who have kids, man. What's it like being a father? I have one friend. How old are you?
26 as of a few days ago.
26, man. Congratulations on life. But my friend is 29, so he's had a few years on us. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
He's got
right.
2 now, and
Makes a big difference.
it does, man. It really does.
Yeah.
Every year in your 20s, man, is like
Oh my God, yeah.
a huge growth.
I
Like,
feel
man,
like I'm already working on 30.
man, it'll be here before you know it, man. But I don't have a lot. I feel like that's kind of what not separates a lot of people, but having kids, especially when it comes to just, I mean, you probably have way less time to do the stuff you could do when you were 19.
Yeah.
Not to say that it's not good. Like you're putting you're wearing the pants, and you're like, all right, I got to saddle up, got to be a dad.
Yeah. But that's what I want to be doing, and that's kind of what this like most recent chapter of my life has been. Like, I think when I first, or like the first wave, I think of Limitless, I was spending a lot more time doing that and all over Instagram and stuff. I haven't even had Instagram on my phone in the last 6 months.
It's impressive, man.
I've just kind of like taken a step back, been spending a lot more time focused on taking care of my family. Really, financially, I've had to kind of
Work a little more than normal.
yeah, and just like redirect those things. Like I was blowing a lot of money on Limitless in the beginning.
Okay.
And
So let me stop you right there. How Limitless? When did that? Let's go back to the birth of Limitless. Whenever,
oh gosh,
it might have just been, one small detail. How? Like, take me back as far as you can go.
well, I was skating just for. Am I allowed to curse on here?
Yeah, man. Yeah, go
Shits
ahead.
and giggles.
Fuck. There you go.
And,
Shits and giggles.
Yeah, and I broke my leg
Ouch.
for the second time. The other leg, and having that time off and just being so like I spent a lot of time on Instagram during that time. I was just unable to skate. And
Did you break your leg skating? Or was this?
Yeah.
Dang, both of them?
Yep.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Like about a year apart.
Wow.
Like exactly. Yeah.
So you broke your leg. You were on Instagram,
Yes. And
scrolling.
well, just like I kind of took that as an opportunity. Like it was my mission to, okay, well, I can't progress myself physically right now, but I can do a lot of work mentally and spiritually on building my confidence and ambitions. And I kind of like poured that into Instagram and just trying to motivate other people to do the same thing and just take control of their lives. And I would always put hashtag Limitless at the end of all my
Limitless.
captions and stuff. And a couple of buddies of mine, one in particular, Thomas Beal, do you know him?
Yeah, I know Thomas.
He messaged me and was like, I see this like movement you're starting and this and that. And I was like, is it?
Yeah.
And I just kind of like, I started running with it, and I was like, dude, maybe I should like, this should be like our skate thing. Like we could be the Limitless team. And so I started having like, with my broken leg, like I would be out in the driveway in my wheelchair and have all the buddies come over and like training sessions and stuff. Like I was serious about it. And that was years and years ago. That's probably like 7 years ago.
High school. Definitely high school.
Well,
right.
Right after high school.
Right
I
after.
graduated high school about 7 years ago.
Okay.
2013.
Okay. We're just a year apart. I was class of 2014, so we're right next to each other.
Right.
And you went to Blackman?
Yes.
Yes, Blackman. Nice. I went to tell you a little bit about me. I went to Riverdale my freshman year, and then
All hell.
transferred to all hell Riverdale, man. And then I transferred to Central Magnet, and that's where I ended up graduating.
Okay.
So I had
Yeah.
a journey.
Yeah,
to
I
say
went
the
to
least.
Central before it was a magnet school.
A lot of people did. A lot of people did, man.
It was wild
It
times.
changed a lot.
Yeah.
Huh?
That was a crazy
So
school.
skating. So you're talking about you had like a little team / group of people. Who was in that group? You know.
A lot of guys that are not in that group now.
Okay.
It was some buddies of mine, Cody Hammond, Jacob Heath, and some of the guys that kind of stuck around for a while. Jacob Claymere, Devon would even come over.
Nice.
He wasn't trying to be a pro skateboarder or anything, but yeah, just a bunch of buddies that I used to skate with. I still keep in contact with a lot of those guys, but things just morphed over the years. Like I started sponsoring a lot of, like, once I started getting boards, I started sponsoring a lot more, different guys, and the team kind of like evolved into maybe like 10 or 11 guys, and
So this was a like team, as in like, were you guys actually doing? All right. So let me just preface this as well. I'm a big sports guy. Like, I like football and like that kind of stuff.
skateboarding's a little different.
I
yeah.
like skateboarding, but I'm pretty ignorant on it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not like into like, I'm pretty familiar, but I've never really got into skateboarding or like physically myself. So I'm kind of it's just not how I came up. So
Right.
I like that you're here, because the main kind of theme I wanted to have with this podcast is to kind of, because I knew I've heard of Limitless before, but also I wanted to maybe help someone who's kind of in my shoes understand you and skate culture a little more. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because I mean, it's a sport for damn sure.
Yeah, a lot of people like to
Like,
not think of it as that, though.
that
like,
is
I mean, people
definitely-
even within skateboarding, it's kind of a cultural
Dude.
divide. Like, some people are like, no, you shouldn't skate as a sport. It's just for fun. It's only
Definitely
for
a
fun.
sport, though. I mean,
Right.
it's
Oh yeah. and
really
it definitely
physical.
is, and you can make a lot of money at it, just like any other sport.
Yeah.
There's people out there being millionaires
Mhm.
skateboarding.
I
Yeah.
mean, so all right, as far as like you guys, is it safe to say a team? Like, were you guys actually like competing is what I'm getting at? Was there like
Yes.
any? Okay, so
yeah, that was not our primary goal. I think the primary goal for most skate teams, I would say, is videos.
right,
creating
that's
quality
a big thing. I
videos.
mean, like the whole, was Viva La Bam, was that BMX? Was he doing BMX?
Bam is a skateboarder. Yeah.
He's a skateboarder.
Yeah,
so
hardcore. Yeah.
like
Bam Margera.
how was he? Okay, mind you, let me retract. I'm not that big into skateboarding, so I know like Tony Hawk. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
he's obviously the GOAT. I know he is, but like
There's
Bam.
some debate there, but yeah.
Okay, well, all right.
But
Yeah.
yes.
So
it's safe to say that.
okay,
yes,
well,
yes.
from like
The
a
OG GOAT.
from a corporate standard,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Tony Hawk. McDonald's deals, X
Oh.
Games,
Dude, video games.
video. I mean,
Yeah, this guy really pioneered all that. He really took over the game and
Yeah.
and really
for
inspired
30
a lot of
years,
other
damn near.
people like
Mhm.
a big skateboard company that I grew up on, and a lot of people my age is Baker, and that
Mm.
was started by Andrew Reynolds, who
Mm.
started riding for Birdhouse under Tony Hawk, and
Oh,
then
nice.
kind of like learned from him kind of how that goes and how to run a skateboard company, and then started his own, and it ended up being hugely successful.
Right. Before we get into this, I usually do this at the beginning. I want to give you some stickers, man.
Okay, I want to
Uh,
give you some stuff.
Oh, nice. So, Slightly Daily stickers. If you want any, please let me know. Right now, I'm just doing.
Thanks, man.
I printed off a bunch of stickers, man. I'm trying to give them to really anyone I can.
I'm gonna slap these on everything.
nice.
One on my board, one on my truck.
Oh, hell yeah.
One at a skate park near you.
There we go. See, I always give people a couple now because I kind of have the luxury to do that, because like I put in an order for a lot, and I'm like, all right, use one for your personal, and then make sure those other two get in a good spot. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
Like,
I'll make sure people see them.
give
I
'em-
used to when I was trying to be a rapper, I would print out pictures of my face, like stickers of my
Dude,
face, and
I
put them on like
saw that.
Taco Bell drive-through
Yes.
windows and stuff, so people would see 'em.
I seen those, because look, man, I knew of you just just from internet. You know how the internet is, especially like, you know, you have
Yeah,
your
right.
own kind of like little community, like the internet, Twitter, Instagram, all that stuff. You follow people who follow certain people, you know, and it just
Right,
gets
right.
to you somehow.
Especially locally.
Locally.
Like, and people who are trying
Mhm.
to do things, you know,
Right.
like people, it's easy to notice people who are trying to put themselves out there,
Mhm.
and you're like you. I've known about you for a while,
Nice.
you know, since
I mean,
before I came and did this.
yeah, I mean, same to you as well, man. And but yeah, dude. So
Let me give you these.
okay, cool.
Um,
Nice, man.
So what size shirt do you wear?
I wear a large.
Okay, I think the only large I have is this one.
Cool, man. I appreciate that, man. You really didn't have to do that, but
It's a long sleeve.
oh, nice, man, bro. I really appreciate that.
Don't let me
Seriously.
And then what size shirt does she wear?
Probably like a medium or a small.
Okay.
Man,
Okay,
that's
let's go.
great, bro. I really appreciate that.
So here's a medium.
I was looking at your hat, man, and I was gonna eventually get to the merch thing, but because I was wanting to yeah, show you some love, bro. I really appreciate that.
Heck yeah,
Seriously, dude. Shit, man. Let's get back to the origin story.
The storyline.
So, broken leg, got some people together, having team meetings and whatnot. Roughly, could you say
Yes.
that?
Training sessions.
Training sessions. Sorry.
No,
Um,
but yeah.
Training sessions, broken leg, Dakota. Take me after. What's the next arc?
So, man, I'm trying to. I was kind of thinking about that myself, like how
Mm.
that transitioned into.
So were you guys calling? You were like, we're the Limitless crew, like, or like we were the Limitless group.
For
Like,
me,
was that
like
when-
from the jump, it was like
For you.
Limitless Skateboards is going to be the #1 skateboard company of all time.
Okay.
We are a legit team.
the Legion, a Legion. Yeah.
I don't know, like, I mean, to this day, like, it varies, like, how, like, the other guys on the team see it. Like,
Yeah.
I've heard Gary Vee say that, like, you can never expect, like, the people that you're gathering to make your dream happen see the exact same vision that you do, because it's not their
Absolutely.
dream, you know, originally.
Absolutely, man.
But
I relate to that so much, man. And not to bash anyone, but I mean, in a few of my ventures, I've definitely felt that, and you know, we've grown apart, and it's not
that's
that,
cool.
Yeah,
That's
and
fine.
It's not
I
that
want people to do what they want to do, you know?
exactly, man. And I can't hold your hand. There's only so much that I can do. I can't make you want to do this or that.
Right. Yeah.
We're grown men.
Yeah.
You know, I'm
And
not
I
your
don't want
dad.
to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I don't want to. That's
Yeah.
too much energy.
Yeah.
I'm doing
right.
the work of two people essentially. You know what I'm saying?
Right. You got to convince somebody.
Mhm.
But I love doing that. I love
Yeah.
getting everybody hyped.
If someone wants to,
yeah.
Yeah, then like I'll be like, all right, man. So this is what I do, and like,
Yeah.
what do you think about it? You know,
Right.
Limitless, the crew, the group. What was like you guys' first moment that what was like your first moment whenever someone was like, oh yeah, in the crew, they were like, I want to be a part of Limitless. Like, were you guys all on that same frequency as far as they were like, okay, I'm serious about this and I want to be a part of a skate group?
That did not happen for a while. I feel
Really?
like until we really started like stacking clips and getting ready for that first video, Far Far Away was like I started meeting with a whole lot of other people. It's weird like piecing together how it all happened, because it just is like really organic and happened over a period of time. Like new guys joined the team like every few months, and like we would have events at we had an event at Franklin and an event at actually at Laverne. We had the first Limitless skate camp and had a pretty good showing of people,
like
and
kids or like kids,
all ages. Yeah,
Wow,
we
man.
were showing people how to skate.
That's
and,
awesome.
We had my mom made a whole lot of food, and
Nice.
it was awesome,
dude. How long ago was that?
It's been like 3 years now.
3 years?
Yeah.
Okay.
And but that was where I kind of like really met. I knew who Jesse was, Jesse Helton.
Okay.
He's on the team now, and him and Ryder showed up together, and actually we did a raffle. We gave away some stuff, some boards and stickers and all kinds of stuff that we had bought from Moab. Shout out to Moab.
Okay.
That's the
That's a
local
store.
skate shop. Yeah.
Okay, I've heard of that.
It's Moab. It's Murfreesboro Outdoor and Bike, but
Okay.
that's the only skate shop in town. They sell skateboards too, and they have been hugely supportive.
So
of
they've
us.
shown you a lot of love early
Dude, yeah,
on, you would say?
definitely. And so we would go get a bunch of stuff from there, and we gave it away. And so Jesse and Ryder both won the raffle, and they were just so appreciative. And then I stayed in contact with Jesse, and he kept skating with us, and he's still on the team today.
He was one who went to the camp?
Yeah, right.
Oh,
just
nice.
showed up
Both
like
of 'em?
randomly. I don't even think he knew it was going on.
Okay.
I think he just showed up to skate and was like, "What? You guys are giving away stuff? Like,
Yeah.
what? Cool."
Okay. So where are these guys from?
Murfreesboro. Yeah.
Murfreesboro. Nice.
I don't know if they're originally from here, but
Okay. But
like
current
been here
residents?
for a while. Yeah, Smyrna,
Okay.
Murfreesboro. Yeah.
Nice. So in between, so the camp, man, how did that, that's like the equivalent of someone like booking in a venue and throwing a show or something, a rap show or something.
So
how
low
did you,
key,
you know?
hopefully no one from the city of Laverne government sees this, but I tried to contact them and,
Okay.
and book it out and
Book
make
an
it all
event,
official.
yeah.
And I never got in contact with anybody. They never either emailed me back or whatever it was. So I just said, screw it. I'm going to go.
We're gonna rock with
Yeah,
it.
we're just going to go. And if they tell us to stop, then we'll see what happens.
So it
But
was like at like their skate park.
yeah.
Okay. Well,
Veterans Memorial Park.
so, I mean,
yeah, I mean, like that's what
it's-
people do anyway.
Yeah, people do that. Groups of people get together and go to the skate park anyway.
Yeah,
If
so-
someone
Right.
if someone
and we
called
happen to bring a lot of food and
Yeah.
stuff.
What's wrong with
Yeah,
that?
Whatever.
So, was that like the first? That was like you guys' first like real true like
Event.
event.
Yeah, that
Okay.
felt that. I mean, and to me, that felt like my dreams are coming true.
And you
it
had like
was all,
merch. You had like merch and stuff for sale there too.
yeah. We
Not-
sold a few boards and
Not-
shirts.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was a really big deal for me back then.
That's amazing, man. So as far as coming from a very amateur skateboarding fan, as far as like making a skateboard, how? Because with the t-shirts, if you do enough Googling, which I'm sure you do, if you do enough Googling, you can figure out how to make your own skate decks and stuff. But like,
Right.
how significant is that like for a skate brand, to have their own skateboard, with like your
It's-
logo on it?
It's everything. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
not a skateboard company without a skateboard.
Without a skateboard.
and
Yeah.
that's what's kind of held me back,
Mhm.
like in a way, like in my mind. But it's real, like
Mhm.
I'm not, and I have, and that's kind of what like this whole like. A lot of the guys that were on the team with that first video have kind of split off and done their own things because there was a long time where I wasn't able to provide boards. I had to fall back and take care of my family, and
Yeah.
so that like right now I would say the team is me, Andre Ravenel Martinez, Jeremy Moore, and Jesse Helton. It's like just us
So
four.
it's like the
There's-
core group.
There's some
people-
other guys that I'm like, playing with the
Associated.
idea of like, but it just kind of comes down to like, are they going to come through with clips and stuff? But I can't expect them to if I'm not
Yeah.
providing boards. That's how skateboarding works. Like if you're not,
Ooh, okay.
that
So
gives them the incentive to be a part of it in the first place. you know?
Right.
That's
do
what that
you?
is.
Oh, let's go back to, so as far as all right. So I played baseball and stuff growing up. So as far you have like different gloves and bats that are like quality equipment versus like Walmart gear. How would you compare your boards and trucks and wheels and stuff to like high end?
Well,
quality.
we only produce. Well, I don't have like a skateboarding building machine.
Okay.
There's a company out in California called Point Distribution
Okay.
who prints our logos and whatever design we want
Okay.
on the boards and ships them to us.
Okay.
But
But you provide them with some good equipment though.
yeah, it's top of the line. Yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
Nice.
It's called I guess the type of skateboard it is it's 7-ply Canadian maple skateboard.
Okay.
That's a quality strong
7-ply.
skateboard. Yeah, it's like 7 layers of really
Yeah.
thin wood that you bend into the shape of it with glue, hot glue, and it's like a press.
Okay.
Which
I
I
never
would
actually
love.
knew that,
One day I
actually.
want to have my own warehouse
Hey.
where I make those. That would be
Hey man, that's
amazing.
very. Who's to say you can't do that, man? A
Yeah.
limitless factory / warehouse, man.
straight up.
It's
That's
so
with a skate
possible.
park in it where we
It's
train.
man, that's so
you know?
possible.
And all the. Do you know about On It?
I'm not sure. What is that?
You listen to Joe Rogan, right?
Yeah.
So one of his best friends, actually Joe Rogan's a part owner. It's
On
Aubrey Marcus is one of his best friends, and he
Hmm.
started a company called On It. It's a supplement company.
Okay.
So Alpha Brain.
Okay, I've heard the advertisements. I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Yeah. So, but I was gonna say like that would be part of my dream is to have like
Nice.
stocked up stuff like that.
Yeah.
And like all everything my team needs to be like the optimal athletes they could be. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
I love that.
So, past the camp, moving forward, what was the next step after that?
So
Still doing clips. So were you doing clips and were they doing clips and stuff before and after that camp, or when did the clips and content really like rev up?
I think I want to say just before the camp. Mr. Fug on Instagram, Mr.Fug, F-U-G, has been, wow, why am I blanking on his last name?
It's okay. We
We've
got
been
his
friends for
Instagram
so
in
long.
there.
But yeah, yeah, that Ben is the dude, man. He really, man, if I can't think of his last name, that's going to make me explode. But he, that was everything. He was the content. You know, he's a skateboard photographer. He had been shooting around Nashville and at Laverne a lot.
Okay.
He would come up there with his dad since he was like 13, 14, and he's just
Insane.
a really quality photographer, especially with skateboarding. And I kind of just was like, hey, will you be the Limitless photographer?
Yeah.
You know, and he just put us on, man.
I feel like people don't realize how much you actually need a team. Like when you're starting something like this, or if you want to be a
Ben
band,
Matthews, Jesus Christ.
There we go.
I love that man to death, dude.
But like say you're starting a skateboarding group, team, what would you call it? Team?
Yeah.
Okay, skateboarding team, or you have a band, or even just a rapper. You need like a team of people. You need a photographer. You need a manager.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You need someone to help you organize this stuff. You need collaborators. As a rapper, you need a producer, man. Like you need someone to help
video
you
content. You need somebody to do your music videos. Yeah.
So, and people need to know like their role, and
yeah,
and that's really
well, I mean, I'm not like I feel like that was my like job of communicating that, what people's roles were, or like or figuring out, if they wanted to do that,
take it serious.
And yes, I would tell me and Ben would drive to Nashville, and the entire time I would make him say, like, we would say it together on the way to Nashville, Limitless Skateboards is the #1 skateboard company in the world. Limitless Skateboards is the #1 skateboard. Yeah,
they work, bro.
I believe in that. It's speaking things into existence.
Absolutely,
a powerful thing.
So,
yeah.
Video content. All right. So, whenever just from an outsider's point of view, because I'm not hip to the culture, from an outsider's point of view, when I think of like skateboarding videos, I think of like kind of those grainy VHS quality.
Exactly. That's called VX. Okay. VX 1000
nice.
Or something like that.
So, all right. That's kind of what you guys were shooting for, right? I picture like, just some like hard rock kind of music going with like.
That's Baker. That's what I was telling you about. Yeah.
Cool. So
that's the stuff I grew up
So
on.
that's kind of the stuff you guys were producing.
Well, yeah. He filmed with his, I think it was like a Canon. So skateboarding has changed since then. There's a lot of HD, like really quality stuff, and that's the stuff that I want to do. Like, it's huge. Like, that's a big thing in skateboarding too. It's like a divide. People
that's what
like,
I automatically
VX for life.
That's what I think of in my brain.
We don't want it to ever look new. We want it to all look like it was filmed in the 90s.
97.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Like,
have you seen mid 90s?
No, and I need to, dude.
Okay.
I felt
like
have you seen it?
Yes.
Oh my God.
I felt like I was like,
I know.
man, I felt like
I've been needing to see that forever.
Man, you would love it. I mean, you might have some critiques, but Jonah Hill.
No, I mean I've heard that
as
he's
far as like the validity of it,
the
continuity. You know what I'm saying? Like how accurate it was.
Yeah.
But Jonah Hill, he put some time into it.
I think he really grew up in the skate culture.
That's what I watched an interview he did, and that's what he was saying. He was like, he's like literally like he was telling the kid who was like the star of it. He was like, no, like. Whenever I was your age, he was like, "This is what I was doing. I was wearing
bullshitting.
baggy." Yeah, exactly, man. That is your homework, man.
Yeah,
I want you to go watch that whenever we get off here and text me, man.
That'll be some inspiration too.
So,
that kid, Have you seen him on Instagram?
No, not
He is
actually
a
haven't.
badass
Really?
skateboarder. Yes.
Oh, like
I haven't
he
seen
can
that
actually.
Oh my
he's actually
god.
out there.
Yeah, he is
Damn.
out there. I mean, he's blowing up, man. He's not messing around. I think he like, I don't know what he was doing before then, but like as far as skateboarding, obviously something to get noticed by Jonah Hill or
Yeah,
something.
absolutely.
But
I'm
he,
not sure if he'd been in any other movies before that. That I
think
know
he
of.
kind of took that and was like, all right, this is my moment, dude. I got to start turning up, and he did. Yeah.
That's a
I
man.
can't think of that guy's name.
You
but
gotta watch that. But
I do.
so shit, man. All right. Have you ever heard of No Jumper Adam 22? It's more centered to he interviews like rappers and stuff. He does a podcast.
Okay.
He's one of my biggest inspirations, but he got his start in BMX. Like he was famous from BMX, and then he used that to like he was interviewing like Lil Yachty when he first came up, and like little small rappers at that point, and then now they're like blowing up. But like he's more on like the underground rap scene sort of. But now I mean he's interviewed he's made it now. Basically what I'm saying.
Right.
But he started out in BMX. And
interviewing BMX people or doing BMX?
Both.
Okay.
So like he was like an actual BMXer,
Right.
and he would interview like famous people in the BMX world. And
I always
shit.
used to feel like connected. There was a guy skateboarding right there. On TV. There was a BMXer named Dakota LaRoche, and I just felt like because we had the same name, I was like, I used to watch his videos all the time, and I loved it. In middle school, I used to ride bikes a lot.
So how is that like would you say BMX and skateboarding is like a cousin to each other in a way? Or like like not quite like.
Yeah, but sometimes there's some heat there. At the skate parks, it's like we're
think
getting
they
in
beef?
each other's way.
Like they beef with each other?
Yeah, like if you know what I mean? Like,
the
like
bike takes up
it's
more
like
space.
whose park is this? Is this a bike park or is this a skate park? You know what I mean?
What would you do? What do you?
I'm not about it. Like I just like whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
You know, like y'all just do your thing. Yeah, it's just for everybody. But I don't feed into any of that really.
Yeah.
But,
okay. I see.
But I understand. I understand. Yeah. But it's like almost like they feel like there should be a bike park and a skate park. Not you know.
I've actually never thought about that beef between the.
Yeah, and scooters. That's the thing, dude.
People really do that?
Skateboarders hate scooters.
People really are out there at the
like,
skate park in a scooter?
Oh my god.
I mean,
dude,
I've seen like some clips.
I mean,
but
no disrespect to scooters. Like if you're a serious scooter, like that's some badass shit. People do like tail whip, double backflip, fucking. That's
insane.
I don't want to do it, but
shit.
but like it just like scooter kids, like little like kids like who just
with the helmets on. And
just,
shit.
yeah, just like not really trying to do tricks, but just there like because they like it's a playground, you know, which it is.
Yeah,
and it is.
Absolutely.
But it's just like when people are like trying to do tricks and the scooter kids are just sitting on the ramps and it's like I'm trying to fucking skate.
Yeah,
that
watch
way.
out, man. There's only so many hours in the daylight.
Yeah. But
So
yeah, there's some little cultural things that are like that.
Okay. The reason I brought that up was I made like my way through his YouTube channel, and even the BMX stuff, they had the VX quality kind of videos going on where it was kind of low quality. Yeah, which was 7 to 8 years ago type shit, and now when he'll go and like repost this crazy ass trick like on his story, and it's like high quality, and I'm like,
looks like a damn movie.
it makes more sense now. I from an outsider's point of view who's not totally into it, like it makes more sense to see it feels better to see like a really high quality HD video of like a skater, Yeah, just push that back in there, man.
Oh,
yeah, there you go.
There we go.
All good.
Let me get this.
Yeah, whatever you need, man, just get it.
Oop.
There we go.
Let me sit over here.
Cool. So yeah, but what I was saying is it's crazy because what I was saying was I like to see personally from an outsider's point of view is I feel like the HD quality of skating or like those X game sports is really cool, and it's really cool that they're almost it's almost up to them and their own fate to blow up, because they're like, okay, I'm about to go out here and shred and like get some cool clips, and if not, then who else is ever going to see them,
Yeah, and a quality filmer is key, man. Like having somebody who knows how to get the angles and make it look right. And
then editing too, man. I mean, if it's like, he rode and then did a trick It's kind of, as long as you pointed at it and you captured it, it's cool. As far as the post production goes of it, and you might could add some music to it, but like as long as you've captured it, I feel like, and that also takes experience too.
Yeah.
As a videographer or photographer.
And if the trick is badass enough, it doesn't matter who's filming it.
It doesn't matter. Yeah, as long as that's what I'm saying. As long as they like captured it in the frame, like, oh, there you go, you won.
Yeah. And you really can edit like a lot of things. Like one thing that I've really just discovered recently is cropping, like cropping videos.
Yeah.
You know, like I never really. Like you could take, even if someone films something that's really far away and it doesn't look good, if the quality of the camera is good, you can zoom in on that and make it look like a tight ass angle.
Yeah,
and,
exactly.
like really change that up a lot.
Absolutely, bro. You can do that on any software, literally.
Yeah, I do like iMovie or like InShot on the phone.
I've never used that. I use iMovie on everything, man.
Right.
Vlogs, all my shit.
You can do a lot of shit on there.
Because I mean, personally, when it comes to the podcasting, man, I'm piecing together me and you's mic, and then that.
Yeah.
So there doesn't need to be like crazy transitions or filters,
right.
you know?
Dude, when you get that 2 camera setup though.
Yeah. Oh man.
Bang.
Eventually.
Yeah.
I've done it before because the other house I was at, my roommate, he had a GoPro too, and yeah, man, I had 2 cameras going. You go back and I can't remember the exact episode. It was
I need to go back and watch that.
Actually, the first time Devon was on there, it was Devon and Amari.
He's been on more than once?
He's been on twice.
Okay, I think I only watched one of them.
So, it was me, Amari, in the one angle.
Shout out to Devon.
Shout out to
Ray
Devon.
Clyde.
Hell yeah. And then
Baby.
the other camera was my roommate Connor and then Devon. So, like, I was just swapping it.
And that's so cool.
It looks so much better because, I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm doing what I can, but like people like to see a little. It makes your eyes tired to see the same thing. It does. Like even look this football game right here. Look, boom, he kicked it, and then once the ball lands, it's like straight to the sidelines.
Probably got 100 fucking cameras out there. Yeah.
Oh, and there's a guy with like in the booth just like camera 3, camera 7. You know, like just
camera 17.
Camera 17, and then it's like.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, wrong one. Let me go back to 1. Like
the slow-mo camera.
Yeah, the slow-mo of Patrick. Make sure you get Patrick Mahomes' eyes.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. That's like, you can see his fucking face from 100 yards away.
So, who are some skaters? I know you told me a skate brand. Who are some more skaters or skate brands who made you just fall, not even just want to start a brand, but just fall in love with skating, period, as a culture?
Almost, like as far as like being a kid, like middle school, like almost round 3, that was a big video for me. Cheese and crackers, that's an almost video.
So these are mostly video, like YouTube channels and stuff, or like
these are like
brand
DVD videos, like hour long, like skateboard videos.
So
where
that's
they
kind of how
showcase the whole team.
Okay.
And there's like little antics and stuff. Like what's one? Yeah, right. You know, that's girl skateboards.
Okay.
They put together like huge productions. Like they're out in LA and they're probably like working with like movie makers, you know,
dude,
like, literally.
So that's how you would like consume skate media.
Right. I mean on YouTube, that's where I would see that.
Right,
stuff.
right.
But it first came out on
DVDs.
like DVDs and
so
stuff. Yeah, right.
Where would you get these DVDs? Just order them like online or like?
Yeah.
Could you get them from like Walmart?
CCS magazine was something that I used to always order. It's like a monthly thing where they have all the skate clothes and skate parts and stuff like that, and but they sell videos too, and you could buy the DVDs there or like at the skate shops. You know, I think they sell DVDs at Moab and 6th Ave in Nashville. Hunt's, which RIP to the building, got torn down during that tornado.
Dude, there's a lot of places that got shut down. Music City Vintage. I never actually went there, but I know that got destroyed. And that was like a cool little thrift shop in Nashville.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That was horrible.
What about some skaters, man?
Skaters that inspire me?
Mm-hmm. Actual athletes. Like, were you more interested in the competitive side or like just kind of the video?
Yeah, just like fucking around,
like is that what you were more interested in?
Yeah, in the beginning, definitely.
Okay.
Like, and still today, like I loved it. Like that's what I'm saying. Like Baker 3 was the video that like made me want to be a skateboarder. Is like them like getting drunk and fucking punching each other.
Okay.
And just
So it's
acting
literally
like idiots. Like that stuff really did. Like I was just like, dude, they don't give a fuck.
from the sounds of this, man. It's literally. So what year would you say this is? Early 2000s type shit?
I don't even know when Baker 3
2005-ish?
but I was watching it in like 2006.
Okay, so let's just
2005,
say for good
2006.
measure 2006.
Yeah.
Dude, that content right there sounds like it's so much so ahead of its time, man, cuz that's basically a YouTube vlog. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And
with some heavy skateboarding in it.
Yeah. But
Right.
like I'm sure that there's probably YouTube vloggers out there who skate, like skateboard YouTube vloggers,
Definitely,
you know?
yeah.
Who is every day is just like, "All right, boys, where are we going to skate?" And it's like a
Right.
house of, 5 roommates or whatever, and
Yeah,
they're
right.
like, "All right, boys, what are we about to do? We're about to
Yeah.
chug this hot
And
sauce
little
or whatever."
kids,
Yeah.
like, if those guys are
Mhm.
probably like in their 20s,
Yeah.
but like 13-year-olds are watching
like,
that,
"Oh
like,
my-
what the fuck?
Yeah.
They can drink beer at their own house.
Yeah, what? Exactly.
Right, like,
Oh
yeah,
shit.
it's life changing to see people living.
As far as like, so the competitive side, what are true skate purists, like how popular is that to like the true skate community, like X Games? Is there anything past X Games? Like, is there any other like
Street league
Street
skateboarding? That's the professional. That's the NFL of
all right,
skateboarding.
that's what I was trying to
Right.
I was trying to figure out.
X Games is like,
The Olympics type shit, or
well, now they have skateboarding in the Olympics.
do they?
Yep.
Was it supposed
gonna
to be this year?
Yeah, it was gonna be the first year
Dang.
this year, and they're gonna have to do it next year, I guess.
2021. I
Yeah,
think
right.
that's what they say next summer. So yeah, competitive.
Yeah, X Games was like, yeah, that was the big thing for a long time.
Mhm.
But then Street League skateboarding came on.
Street League.
You know Rob Deerdeck, right?
Right.
He started Street League skateboarding.
Oh. Okay.
So he started the League of Skateboarding, which Najee Houston has been the
I've heard
president
of him too.
since
He's-
the beginning of time.
yeah. So
He was the president of fucking X Games too.
Really?
He won every. I mean, I don't want to say that. I don't know that, but he's won just about every X Games he's
Every
ever
event.
competed in since he was 13. Yeah.
oh my gosh.
He won his first X Games gold medal, I think, at 14. Yeah. and
How does
He's never stopped.
how is Rob Deerdeck received in the skate community?
It's weird.
Because look,
It's
coming
weird.
from me, I
come and
see
go,
I see
yeah.
Robin Big, I see
Yeah.
ridiculously, and I'm like, oh, this
Yeah.
guy. He's
This
cool.
guy.
I have nothing. It's like, oh, that's
Right.
Rob Deerdeck.
Yeah,
Oh,
they get-
ridiculousn's is always on.
Yeah, but he was a pro skateboarder.
He's
before that.
he's paid too.
Oh yeah, big time. I mean, dude, he owns his own skateboarding
Yeah.
league. Yeah, he's big time, and he'll tell you that. He said in interviews
Kind of
like
sold out.
he's no, like you could say that, but he has always said he views himself as an entrepreneur first.
before skater.
He's an entrepreneur first,
Mm.
and then a skateboarder. So, and that's fair to say, if that's who you are, that's who you are.
That's
You
not
know?
wrong. It's
It's
does
not,
he-
and if you go back and watch his skating, it's not like he's not a skateboarder. That man's a badass skateboarder.
Was he really
Yeah.
cold?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Ice cold.
Hey, and also, man, the man, at least from what I see, he at least seems happy. So why would I ever, want to? He's vibing.
People like to hate on people who
Yeah.
are successful. Dude.
Come on,
Najee
like-
Houston.
Mhm.
Probably,
Has a ton of
arguably
haters.
the best skateboarder in the world, but the skateboard community largely hates him
Like,
because
oh,
he's
he's
like,
sold out. Or,
yeah, and that's what I'm saying, dude. Contest skating, is like frowned upon by so many people because it's like skateboarding's not a contest; it's just an art form. you know?
Yeah.
And I get that, but
I
it's
do.
like, dude, if you have a competitive nature about you, let's go see. Let's do that because
Man.
I like that too.
I come from. I played baseball until I was 18. I tried every sport, like you were saying before. I tried football, tried basketball, soccer. I tried it all. So like, I have like a sports mind, and
Right. Me too. That's what I'm saying. I grew up on sports.
Yeah. So for skateboarding to be something so physical and athletic, man, how could you not want to compete?
Right. Yeah.
How could you not want to
Definitely.
if you see other sports like
Yeah.
skateboarding or snowboarding and like skiing and stuff? That's mainly just it lives in the competitive realm almost.
Right.
People do it
Yeah.
leisurely, like you go ski a mountain
Yeah.
or whatever, but like that.
You can
whenever,
play football leisurely.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, you're not wrong.
You can toss a ball around,
Mhm.
but you can also get at it, and and I think it's natural for humans to want to test themselves and,
Yeah.
and push themselves and whatever you do. And if what you love to do is skateboarding, and you want to see how good you can get at
Mm.
it, well, let's compare how good you are to other people. Let's see.
Yeah. I
I think that's natural.
I think it is natural, man. It's just like a human thing. I mean, someone like, someone who just transcends really everything is like Kobe Bryant.
Well, I was gonna say stuff like that. Yeah, go ahead. I was gonna say something. About
it directly relates just the Mamba mentality, man. You and I knew you knew who Kobe Bryant was before I even was like, hey man, you know who Kobe Bryant? Like he's, you know what I'm saying? He like
right.
he floats above the game of basketball.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, he has a mind that he's just like, you're not gonna beat me.
Yeah.
Period.
Right.
And he's just so competitive and he wants to win so bad.
Right.
And
yeah,
if you take that mentality with anything, man, if you're like Bob Ross at one point was like, I'm about to be the greatest painter ever.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? He was like, I just am.
Yeah.
And he didn't mean any like raw. He wasn't like trying to be disrespectful to anyone, but he was like, no.
I'm about to show y'all.
I'm about to show y'all.
I'm about to put this on point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to see? Yeah. I'm about to do this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Were there who was like the Kobe Bryant of skateboarding?
To me, back in the day, it was P-Rod. I had a Paul Rodriguez.
Name rings a bell.
I had a Fathead.
Okay.
Remember Fathead?
Yes.
I had a Fathead in my game room of Paul Rodriguez doing a tray flip.
Oh, nice.
And like, dude, to this day, he owns the company that I would say, like, nowadays is probably my biggest inspiration for Limitless. It's called Primitive Skateboarding.
I've heard of Primitive.
Skateboards.
I think I actually have a Dragon Ball Z Primitive shirt.
Yeah. See,
did not even know that was
culture. Like, that's
did
what I'm
not
saying.
even know that was
like,
a skateboarding company.
Exactly. Like they all of their decks are so fire, and they have a huge.
So that he that's his brand.
Yeah. Right.
Wow.
And he just started it pretty recently, within like the last, maybe I'm getting this wrong, but
decade?
6 or 7 years.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Right. And it's like, because he's Paul Rodriguez, he has like acquired the most nasty fucking team around him. Like it's like
designers, all that.
Right. Well, I mean, skateboarders. Yeah.
Oh,
like,
okay.
Their team is just stacked. Like, and it's all people who are like not only good as fuck but cool as fuck.
Yeah.
Like he just like picks people who have like a certain style about them, and that's a huge thing in skateboarding. It's not what tricks can you do. That's why a lot of people don't even like Tony Hawk, because he's a technical skateboarder. You know? He doesn't have a lot of style to him and swagger, but he can do the fucking tricks that you can't do.
I'm picking up, just from us sitting here for this little bit right here, man, I'm definitely picking up on the skate culture, man, because you got to sell yourself as a person and also how nasty you are.
Yeah, right.
I get it, because
that's a huge, yeah.
Kawhi Leonard, for example.
Yeah.
Stone
Man who
cold.
never laughs.
But he's out there, just
doing his
balling.
thing. Yeah.
In basketball or the NBA, man, you might, all right, if you have a personality in basketball, what might happen for you after is, you might be an analyst, you might be on TV one day, but like, you don't need to have a personality to be successful in like normal American sports.
Tony Hawk is the prime example. People don't like him for who he is. They like him because he did the 900
Because he was the first person to do all this shit.
Yeah.
So, is it a stretch to say he was like the pioneer of, like, did he make skating not cool, but like, did he make skating kind of a part of American culture?
Oh my God, yeah.
So like
worldwide,
would you say he was one of the first, if not the first? I mean,
there were a lot of pioneers before then. You can talk about, you ever seen the movie Lords of Dogtown?
I have not.
The Dogtown crew, that was like, very early skateboarding.
Okay.
But there's been different pioneers along the way, like first people to do tricks and stuff. Mark Gonzalez, Day One Song, but Tony Hawk, like, to the world stage when X Games blew up and became so big, and he was winning them and doing tricks for the first time, like the 900. And then, after that, he, like you said, McDonald's deals. He got his own video game. People were playing skateboarding video games, and it was called Tony Hawk Pro Skater,
Pro, yeah.
And, like, that, yeah. I mean, he brought skateboarding to the world in a huge way. Like, way bigger than I think anyone has.
So Tony Hawk, he wasn't out here riding rails and shit on video with the VX quality. He was just...
That's not street skateboarding. Like, he doesn't... I mean, that is, but
yeah.
he's a vert skateboarder.
So he was just like, all right, I'm about to learn what the judges are going to like, and I'm about to just practice it. Right. Because he wasn't actually out here, like, smashing beer bottles or whatever, whatever. That sounds jackass jackass-esque. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Which
right.
is cool. Like, man, that was like that's TV
It's
gold.
cool when you're 13.
but if you think about it, that's
Yeah.
entertainment gold to a certain point, man.
Yeah.
Look at us, bro. We're in 2020 and Jackass just crossed my mind. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that hasn't been
Right.
they haven't came out with Jackass in 10
Right,
years
but it
probably.
imprinted on your soul.
Exactly. I know what Jackass is.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like definitely not as extreme, but it's kind of from what I'm
Well,
interpreting.
they are. A lot of them are skateboarders. They.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Bam.
Yeah, Bam.
Okay.
And even Steve-O, big time skateboarder.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. He was actually a clown. He was a circus clown first.
Really?
Or I don't know
I
if
mean,
he
that
was
makes
first before he
sense.
was a skateboarder,
He's
but
a-
he
man.
that was his big thing.
He's a maniac, man. He almost killed himself with all them damn drugs.
Yeah, he's cleaned up a lot.
Yeah.
He seems to be in a really good place these days.
Yeah, I've noticed that too. Just from random. Did you see that stunt he did like last month? He taped himself to a billboard.
What?
Yes.
No.
He taped it. He like duct taped himself to a billboard in L.A.
Oh
on like
my
some busy ass street.
God. Sounds like him.
So as far as
But
like
he did it sober.
sober,
That's
just
what
like
matters.
Eminem. Eminem is sober now too, man.
Really? How long?
Yeah. A while, like 10 plus years.
Oh my
That's why his
gosh.
music sucks now. No, man. All right.
He's
You,
just.
you got to admit
yeah.
though. All right.
I mean, I feel.
Let's
you.
look at Eminem's year in 20 years. All right.
Yeah.
Let's say 2000 to 2010, man. You're not topping it. No
Oh,
matter
yeah,
who you
no.
are as a rap fan.
Yeah.
2010 to now, man, it's been rough
Yeah.
for Eminem.
Your bum is on my lips. Your bum is on my lips.
Whenever he was messed up, man, that shit it was entertaining.
Oh my gosh. I said that backwards. My bum is on your lips. And if I'm lucky, you might just give it a little kiss.
So tell me a little bit about how music and skateboarding has somehow had this sort of marriage. You got Lil Wayne skating and
Oh yeah.
you know what I'm saying? What's up with
I
that?
think-
How do you feel?
I don't know
Give me your
how
take
that-
on that.
I don't know how that started, but my thoughts about it are probably that he realized one that wow, a big part of my audience is probably skateboarders.
Probably.
Like skateboarders are hugely into rap music, and I don't know this for a fact, but Najee Houston, God, what video was it? It was either Rise and Shine. It might have been. I think it was Rise and Shine. Yeah, it was Rise and Shine. It was what's that song? The hottest under the sun. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, go DJ. Go DJ.
No.
That's that song, yeah.
No, it isn't. It's God bless. What is that? It's like
I swear it's Go DJ, bro.
But anyway, Najee Houston came out with a groundbreaking video part, like because everyone was calling him a contest skateboarder, you know, and he had to prove that he could make video parts too, you know. Which
So
even
that's
though
how
he had
he's
already
that's
been
how
doing
he
that.
started?
Who? Najee?
Yeah.
Well, Najee had always made amazing video parts, but because he was winning all the X Games and stuff, people were like, "Oh, you're a contest skater. You're not about the streets and this and that." So he was like, "Oh, I'm not? All right." So he came out with Rise and Shine, which is this groundbreaking, huge video where he cut his dreads. Like he had these dreads down to his
Long as
ass.
shit.
Yeah, and mid video he cut them, and you could see he had short hair, and everybody was like mind blown.
He did it on video.
Well, no, but like just
okay.
in the video you see, oh shit, he's got short hair, like
Yeah.
and he was just doing tricks that nobody's ever seen before, and showed the world that. But he did it to a Lil Wayne song, you know. And I have a big feeling that Lil Wayne like saw that, or
Yeah.
either he got permission for that or whatever, and he was like, dude, the greatest skateboarder on the planet
Wants
is
to
using
use-
my song.
Yeah.
Like, maybe I need to be like thinking
Hip.
about this, you know, or whatever, you know. And I think that had a lot to do with it. Maybe I'm wrong, but
That makes
I'm gonna
sense.
look it up. I'm gonna look up what that song is.
It makes sense because hold on, while you're doing that, I'm gonna go pee real quick.
Okay. All right, I found out what song it is.
What was it?
I'm me.
I'm me.
I'm me.
Was that
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah.
Man.
I wish I could think of the lyrics to it, but.
Shoot, man.
So who you?
So
You're not me.
I was thinking about this while I was in the bathroom. All right. You don't realize how much of an impact skating has on American culture, as you know, we just talked about music, that skating influenced possibly the greatest rapper ever.
To start,
To say. It's controversial to say, but Lil Wayne is definitely one of the best rappers ever.
Yeah, not controversial to say. Yeah, I mean,
but
also, yeah.
Let's look at fashion. I was wearing Primitive, and I didn't even know that was a skating brand.
Right.
Also, this is a big thing too. Vans. We all have Vans.
Boom, boom, bam.
Those are those actually quality skating shoes? Like, are those?
Yes.
Those are the prime. Like.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Well, yeah, and like, unfortunately, but fortunately, Nike is a very quality skate shoe.
Like the
SBs.
SBs.
Yeah, but people hate that.
Nike made a good shoe.
Right. It's like they're not skateboarders. This is a sports company, and they're stealing all.
Oh my
But they've
gosh.
also stolen all the best riders. All the.
Doesn't
like,
Nija have a SB?
Yeah, he is. But he used to be on DC, which was a skateboard shoe company.
Right,
you know?
right.
But Nike's a just everything company.
Everything,
But they're just so huge that they just swallowed up all the best skateboarders in the world.
I see.
And a lot of skateboarding hates it. They're just like, damn, like, just because y'all have money, like, and that's a thing, like, oh, they sold out. But like, it's like, dude, if someone offers you 10 times as much money to do the same thing you love to do, like,
Just in a different pair of shoes, man.
Yeah, and a quality pair of shoes, they're gonna let you design your own pair.
Yeah.
Why
I
are you
would
not gonna do
definitely
that?
take
Yeah,
that.
that's dumb. Like,
That's crazy, man. You don't realize subtly American culture. How far has skating gone past the United States border? Like, is it really just like kind of an American thing, kind of like football?
no way.
You know what I'm
it's
saying?
Worldwide, yeah. So I would say, you know what I think? I think skateboarding is huge in America for one, but it's huge in other countries that soccer is big because that's a foot sport.
Ooh,
Brazil, best skateboarders in the world. Spain, best skateboarders in the world.
really?
Yeah.
I piece it together now
And
that you
Japan,
said it.
I don't know what their soccer scene is like, but Japan is getting huge in skateboarding
Really?
as well. Yeah.
I feel like Japan is always in. I feel like Japan kind of has their toe dipped in every kind of culture subset.
Yeah, they're trying
You know
to
what I'm
compete with America.
You got bathing exactly. You got bathing ape. Bape is like one of the most.
Is that Japan?
Yeah,
I didn't know
it's
that.
Japanese,
That
man.
was middle school, man.
I mean, that is like.
I got me some bathing apes.
Yeah, exactly. They might even have some skate clothes, for all we know.
Probably, yeah. Is Soldier Boy still on bathing ape?
He probably is, for
Is
all we
Soulja
know.
Boy still
Dude, no, actually, no.
alive?
Soldier Boy is a Twitch streamer now. He's been
What is
playing.
it?
He's been playing video. You know there's an app.
He plays
What-
video games? Yeah,
Lot.
yeah.
That's
That's
his thing,
right.
bro.
Yeah, I know about that.
You gotta.
What's he play?
Have you heard that game Among Us yet? Have you heard of
No.
that?
Is it like a zombie game?
No, man. It sounds like it, but it's like you're these little cartoon characters, and it's basically like Clue, but it's like a PC only game, and you gotta figure out who's like the
And
killer.
that's what Soldier Boy's doing?
Bro,
Playing cooler.
he's playing like he's out here playing like games for all these kids and shit. It's awesome. Yeah, dude. So, is there anything else you want to tell me about skating, bro? Anything else you want to tell me about limit? Like, all right, where are we at? So we kind of got the
In
full
the storyline.
we kind of got the full ish backstory.
Yeah.
If there's anything we left out, add that in.
I don't know. For a while, I wasn't giving out boards, so that stuff was kind of like playing its own storyline, and then I moved to Colorado with my family.
How long ago was that?
I think I've been back maybe 8 months now.
Oh, nice.
And
So this
I
year,
was there
or-
for 6 months.
Okay.
So it's been about a whole year since I left to go to Colorado. And that was obviously a separation between me and the team, you know?
Yeah.
I wasn't, and
Absolutely.
my plan was I'm going to go out there. I'm still going to do everything. I'm still going to be connected with them. I'm just going to like.
Remotely, yeah.
Right. I'm going to be able to do all this remotely. But like financially, I had to like figure out how to survive out there. I was like-
Absolutely, man.
so it, you know, I didn't end up being able to do everything that I wanted to do. I did spread the message of Limitless out there a good bit. We had a few events where we gave away things and sold things.
In
and-
Colorado?
Yeah, at skate
Oh,
parks.
nice.
Yeah. So that was cool.
How exactly did you spread that word? Just word of mouth, social media type stuff, people you knew? You know, or did,
I didn't. I just showed up to skate parks with
Oh,
all
okay.
our stuff. We had a
and
tent
people were like,
and-
"What is this?"
Right. And I would just like, basically got up on the biggest ramp and was like, all right, whoever does the best trick off of here, I'll give you a free board and a T-shirt. You know, and second place
Free
gets
stuff? People are always like,
yeah,
"Free stuff?"
right, and not have kids just like competing for Limitless gear and
That's
stuff,
awesome.
and telling them about it and getting them to follow us on Instagram and all
Mm.
that. You know, and then so man, but Colorado, like aside from the Limitless thing of it, was just like such an amazing experience with my family. We just seeing the mountains like for the first time.
So it was you and like your
exploring.
parents, or you and
I mean my family, like
You-
Charlie, my
okay,
partner,
okay.
and our baby Iris.
nice. Okay.
Yeah, and just being out there and experiencing that whole just different culture. We were
Right.
really close to Boulder, Colorado,
Okay.
which was we both worked
Big city.
Yeah, we both worked in Boulder on Pearl Street, which is like the
Mm.
main like this. It's a really cool area.
Nice.
Um,
Where were you guys working at?
I worked at a place called Falafel King, which
Okay.
was like this like it's like the best.
Greek.
Yes, right.
I
Like,
love Greek
Oh
food.
my god, falafel sandwich, like
Dude,
falafel
You
wraps.
ever been to this Greek food connected to the Kroger? So good.
No.
Over here on Cason Lane. Oh, it's
Dude,
so
no,
good.
I haven't. Yeah,
Bro,
I've seen that so
check
many
it out,
times, but that
man.
was before I was into
So
that.
good.
Before I really realized
Right.
how good that
Dude,
food
it's definitely
was.
like
Yeah.
it's a hidden gem.
Right.
But so you guys were working in Boulder.
Yeah. Charlie worked at Earthbound, which is a
Mm.
really cool store. It's like
Mm.
crystals and like spiritual
Nice.
clothing and things like that. I
Cool.
think they maybe sell incense and just all kinds of really cool stuff like that. That's a big part of who I am too. Is just like the spiritual aspect of things. Like I've been through a very diverse spiritual journey in my life, and she has too. And we, so I don't know. It was just really cool for her to work at a place like that, and in such a awesome location.
Yeah.
And but just experiencing that entire culture. I mean, like obviously marijuana.
Yeah, it's legal.
Yeah, and there was dispensaries on every single corner. Like
Mhm.
just like in between the two places that we worked, there was a really cool one. And I mean, we both worked like a block away from each other on this same like strip. That's not a street. It's like a walkway. It's
Oh.
like this whole alley. That's like
No cars. It's just
right. It's just you
foot
walk,
traffic.
Right. It's so cool. Like you got to check that out.
That's nice, man.
And then in the background, you know, you get out of work and
It's just-
there's the mountains. Right. It's like
That's crazy.
yeah, and once it started turning winter and stuff, like we started seeing the first snow
Getting
on
a
there
little white.
on our way to work and
Mhm.
stuff, and it was amazing.
So what compelled you guys to move out there? Just to kind of explore, or
Yeah, just to,
okay?
we want to see the whole world, you know,
Right.
and just
Absolutely,
do
man.
everything we can here on planet Earth. But
In your
And that was
100
our-
years, if you're lucky,
right,
you know, if you're
right.
lucky, man.
Right, man.
100
I'm
years.
already,
And dude, that is this Earth.
I'm
has
already
been,
a quarter of a way through it.
I know, man. And this Earth is 4 billion years old, man. That so they say.
Yeah.
Archaeologists say, but man,
Dude.
100 years
Yeah.
is half a blink.
Yeah.
You know, compared to 4 billion years.
Yeah.
That's nothing, man. So, man, life is crazy because you got everybody moving, just trying to figure it out, and there's nothing really to figure out, I feel like. You know what I'm saying? Everyone's just like, oh, what am I doing here? Man,
Yeah.
there's nothing. You
Yeah.
know, that's at least how I kind of feel sometimes.
Yeah.
Or it helps me accept life, you know?
Yeah.
There's
There's
nothing-
a lot to figure out.
There is stuff to
there-
figure out, but
yeah.
like, it's not...
crucial.
It's not
Yeah.
that. It's not that important.
Right.
You know,
Right.
there's
Yeah.
so many other.
That's definitely a good way to cope with things.
Mhm.
Is like just like you have to have stuff like that to be like, you know, in those times when you are taking things way too seriously.
Yeah.
To be like, dude, I'm just one person.
Dude,
in the
yes.
in the history of a million bazillion fucking
Gadri-
people.
An infinity
Right.
amount of souls. There's
Yeah.
even
Like the fact that I'm even trying to make a positive impact is good enough.
it
you
is,
know?
man.
It's like
It is because you got Osama bin Laden, who was like, "No, I just want to see people die."
yeah, dude. Don't
You
even
know?
get me started on Saddam Hussein. Have you ever like looked into him?
Well, yes, he. I mean, he was very oppressive, to say the least.
Like, man,
A lot
just
of stuff going on in the
seriously
Middle East.
Evil person, like, yeah. I don't know
Even,
much about
good-
Osama bin Laden, but
Well, I mean,
Saddam Hussein-
he 9/11 happened because of him.
Well,
so
I have
let's-
my own theories about that.
okay. But, you know,
But
so
I
they
hear
say.
you, I hear you, I
So
hear
they
you.
say. That's the
Yeah.
narrative, at least,
Right,
man. And
right.
he
But there are some evil people out there.
he even on cameras he took ownership for it. But now, if we want to
Really?
get it, yeah, he did. But
I didn't
who's
know
to
that.
say there wasn't a gun behind the camera? Like, you
I don't know.
say
Yeah,
this. You
right.
know what I'm saying?
Or a hologram.
Right. Or a fucking hologram.
I don't know, dude. I don't know.
Oh
But
shit.
yeah, you're right. There's bad folks out here who are not trying at all
Absolutely.
to do any good. So
Mhm.
if you're just even trying a little bit,
Yeah, man.
like, thank you.
People are, man, no one has to be here, you know. I wasn't like,
And like in this country or be this race.
yeah,
You know how
absolutely,
like people
man.
are like, oh, white people this, like, okay, I
Yeah.
was just born a white person.
dude,
like,
it's
what?
not my fault. I
Yeah.
did, God or whoever, it wasn't
Yeah.
like, hey man, what you want to be, pick, you want to be a male, female, like, all right,
I'm gonna
cool.
be a white person.
Yeah, fill this out for me. It wasn't like, all right, fill this packet
Yeah,
out,
like-
just we'll try and fit you where we can. Like, no, man, like,
Right.
one day. That's also another thing too. You remember, which we probably don't, but like, I think about this from time to time. At what point in your life did you realize like who you were and where you were? Like, what age were you? You know what I'm saying?
What do you mean?
Like, was I like 3 years old when I was like, I'm a boy, my mom is a girl? You know what I'm saying? Oh, and then maybe when I was 8, I was like, I live in the United States of America.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, right.
So,
I don't
man,
know. I can remember. I remember 9/11.
I do too.
I think that
I was
felt
in
like
kindergarten.
an American.
I remember watching it on
feeling
the.
American then.
I remember looking at it on the TV, man.
Where'd you go to elementary school?
So I also had a weird elementary school journey. I went to Bradley.
Where's that?
It's on Mercury Boulevard. It's in Murfreesboro.
Okay, is
small
that like
school.
by Patterson Park?
Right by it.
Yeah,
Yes.
I know where that's at.
So I went to Bradley. My mom and my grandma taught there.
Is that a different school now?
No, it's still
It's still
Bradley.
Bradley?
It's still
Okay, okay.
kindergarten through 6th grade, and then I went to Cason Lane, 4th,
Yeah.
5th, 6th.
I was at Cason Lane
Okay,
from kindergarten to 5th.
nice. And
Yeah.
then Rockville, Riverdale, Central, and then I went to MTSU.
So do you know Todd Pate
I know his name. I know
from Riverdale?
his name.
That's
Kenna-
my best friend. That's the guy whose
Isn't
wedding
that
I was
Kenna's
at.
brother?
McKenna Hale,
Yeah,
yeah. His
I know
stepbrother,
Kenna.
Yeah.
I know Kenna. Oh,
We
his
all grew
stepbrother.
up together on the same street.
So yeah, I know Kenna. I don't know Todd personally. I know this might be weird to say, but I don't know him personally, but I know who he is just because Kenna. Me and Kenna were in the same grade, and we just
Right,
grew
yeah.
up together. You know.
Man, McKenna, dude.
We
Man.
were
and
in-
Jacob, you know Jacob, his brother?
Sort of.
Yeah, right.
Sort of.
Right.
Yeah. Know them by name. If I saw them in public, I probably wouldn't recognize them, but I
Yeah.
know I was. There was probably moments. There was probably
Yeah.
times in history where I met them.
Yeah. We grew
So-
up.
So that's your
tackling-
best friend.
Yeah.
Todd?
We all like from the time I was 5 years old till I was 10, I guess, 5th grade. Yeah,
Nice.
I moved and went to Siegel Middle for 6th grade.
Did you go there the whole middle school?
No.
So you were there 1
Yeah.
year.
I was there for 6th grade and then got homeschooled middle of that year, and then was like, or no. Actually, I was homeschooled a few times throughout my school career, but I think I went there the whole 6th grade, and then was like, all right, because that was my first year not going to school with Todd. Like, me and him were
Really?
fucking tight.
And you guys lived next to each other too.
Right, and then we didn't, but
Yeah.
he still came over to my house like every day.
Mm.
And I just was like, all right, if I don't get to go to school with Todd, like,
You don't want to go.
I'm gonna skip school every single
Yeah.
day. Like, you're gonna have to deal with that, or you're gonna put me at Central where Todd is. So I went to Central for 7th grade, and then basically they were like, if you get one more ISS here, we're gonna put you in Daniel McKee, which is like Smyrna West.
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
and I was like, all right, so, or you can go to a different school. So I went to Blackman midway through 7th grade, and then I stayed at Blackman till I graduated high school.
Oh, nice.
I
yeah.
was a bad little kid, dude. Man.
Well,
I got in a lot of
you
trouble.
learned, huh?
Yeah,
you're here now,
a little
man.
bit.
You're here now, though, man. You could have
Right.
been way off.
Man,
You know?
I was way off.
You could have been sitting in a little
Yeah.
6x6, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
sharing a bunk bed with another grown man.
Yeah, I'm glad that is not the case, man. Life will take you some crooked ways, man. That's one thing. I told you I was trying to be a rapper for a little while.
Yeah,
you know?
man. Tell me more about that, bro. What you sent me earlier too, man. I can help, bro. I can help you out, man.
Yeah,
For sure. I make beats too.
Okay. Yeah. I really I want to get my own equipment because I can't just be taking so much time away from my family to be going to other people's houses all the time. To do
I
stuff
feel
like
that 100%, man. Let me tell you this. It is not as hard as you think.
To get your own stuff,
dude. Not as hard as you think, man. That microphone right there.
Yeah.
I'll show you off camera all the man. You have a laptop?
Yeah.
That's all you need, man.
Yeah.
That's all you need, man. For real.
A MacBook.
A MacBook. Nice $60 microphone. Maybe some of these headphones, man. You're in business.
Boom. Okay.
I mean, definitely.
Like an interface, not necessarily.
I mean, you can, but that. I mean, you can get you an interface, but also, man, they make these little USB mics. They're pretty good, man. It's the interface, man. It's
luxury.
I'm sure you. Yeah, it's a luxury. I'm sure in skating there's it's like the professional standard, but right. I'm sure in skating there's some kind of.
I mean, dude.
Equipment.
I could I've recorded badass songs on my phone.
Yeah,
with,
exactly.
GarageBand.
Dude, Kanye, his Jesus is King album. Some of those songs came from him recording on this.
Really?
Yes.
Have you ever heard "Mollywop" by Earl Sweatshirt?
I haven't, but man, I went through an Earl Sweatshirt phase, man.
Dude, me too, and it got me in a lot of trouble.
He is so
Odd Future fucked me up.
Odd Future too. Dude, what's up with how do you feel about how Odd Future portrayed skate culture and stuff? How are they received?
I mean,
are they received pretty well?
I think so. Earl Sweatshirt, that's a real skateboarder. Him and all those guys really skate.
Damn, hold on. Nakel Smith.
Dude, Nakel is a big time skateboarder.
He's in mid-90s.
Yeah.
He's one of the main characters.
And he's on Adidas now. And
really?
He's good as fuck. He's a professional skateboarder, big time.
I was on that.
That's crazy because Odd Future, man.
I know who he is.
And people hate on him now. They're like, Odd Future gave you all your clout. No, this man fucking skates. That's what got him his clout.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah, he can skate, man.
I knew who he was.
Bonafide skateboarder.
Because the movie came on, his scene came on. I was like, I know who that guy is, and I went in the credits. I was like, Nakel Smith. I was like, oh, he's in. Yeah,
he makes music now.
He's probably made music with Tyler and them.
He's starting to make his own stuff.
Really?
And one thing he's, dude, what is his I can't say that. I can't say some of the words in that, but he makes some really good music. Yeah, I've heard a couple clips of it.
What are some stereotypes or things you can't stand about skate culture?
That I can't stand?
Yeah, what are some...
I think now...
What are some stigmas
I was telling you that Baker is what got me interested in skateboarding because they were so crazy.
Yeah.
But I think nowadays, I dislike that, I don't like nonsense for nonsense sake,
So currently, you're more into the actual skill of it.
That and being about something, spreading some kind of positive message. And being a positive role model for these kids. Because as fun as that was when I was 13, that's not a path that kids need to be going down, they don't need to be doing drugs and acting like idiots all the time.
Absolutely, man.
It got me in a lot of fucking trouble.
Because I assume you have too, been there, done that, man. And honestly, to all the kids out there, don't even be there. You know what I'm saying? Don't even go down,
it's not what it's
really not. And it sounds so stereotypical, which is why it might just slide, go one ear and out the other. But seriously, it's really not all that.
Yeah.
I promise, guys.
And it's
look,
it's
we're
cool,
drinking beer, but also these will get you in trouble too, man.
Yeah.
You got to be responsible.
Yeah.
But also,
I've had my tries with drinking, man. But I'm at a healthy balance now. I like my beers. I like to drink some beers after work and here and there. But it's just getting drunk all the time is gonna fuck up your life.
It's just as bad as any other substance, man. It really is. It's just that beer. It's in my personal experience, man. Beer is easier to control as far as if you're off of some kind of narcotic, man. And I mean, thankfully, I don't necessarily have an addictive personality, but
I do.
I've tried, and so that's
I
kind of
really
what I'm
do.
getting at.
Yeah.
Is some people, like, you might have a friend who is like, yo man, try this Coke or whatever, and then the other friend, the friend who offered it, might not be like, it might just be like, oh, I just do it every once in a while. But the other friend, he might be hooked for life
Yeah.
off of
Yeah.
off of one friend who was supposed to be his friend, looking out for him and have his
Yeah.
best interest.
Just
And
trying to do something fun.
yeah,
You know,
and
it
next
sounds
thing
fun. But I've seen so many people, like, luckily I've come out the way I have, and
Yeah, man.
I'm happy about who I am. But I've seen some people, and they've come out too, but I've seen some people go to some dark places,
Yeah, man.
like with some stuff like that, and it's horrible.
It's not the best way to deal with your emotions. It's not the best way to deal with
No.
cope. Like,
No.
it's not an excuse whenever you're bored.
No.
But
you're not a horrible person if you do.
Yeah.
If you do happen to get into some stuff
There's
like that.
definitely a light at
because
the
end. There are some horrible things that people go through in life, and it feels like, well, damn, this is gonna make me feel better for the time being, and I understand that. I totally understand that, but
I feel
long
like
term, that as Todd Pate always used to say, that dog ain't gonna hunt. That dog ain't gonna hunt.
I feel like it's such an ineffective method whenever someone let's just say a family member approaches someone who's on drugs and they just degrade the fuck out of them, and they're already in a dark place because they are doing that, and you're just
Not really
basically
doing
you're
any
like,
good.
You're a piece of shit, like, what are you doing? He's like, they're
Yeah,
in their
I fucking
mind,
know that.
in their mind they're like, I know, man.
Yeah.
Like, I know.
Yeah.
Why do you think I do this? Like,
Right.
there's different ways, man. I mean, you just got to be supportive, and I mean, yeah, kids, basically what
and
I'm
give people other options,
Yeah.
like show them what else they could be doing.
People need hobbies, man. They really do.
Yeah, and shit, like to like, if you are mad and you need to beat the fuck out of something, my dad used to like just give me stuff that I was allowed to beat the fuck out of.
To break up. We all need one of those
like,
demolition rooms where we can just destroy a car.
yeah,
They give you like
exactly
some safety.
Did you ever
glass.
do that like in middle school?
I didn't.
One
but
time they brought a car to our school and we were allowed to like hit it with a sledgehammer.
or I don't do. I want to get back into it, but I used to work out all the time, but I don't anymore. Even that,
That's
just
everything, man.
just-
Just everything.
or
Just
just
getting
go,
that energy up.
going on
you
a
need
run.
To fucking,
Mhm.
we're like, you don't understand. I mean, you probably do understand. People don't understand. Like, we're primitive people. Like, we came from hunters and warriors and people who had to fucking fight to survive and
for
stuff, and
food,
go out and do shit every day just in order to live. And we still have all that inside us, but we're sitting home playing video games and shit. You got to get out and fucking get that energy out, because your body is telling you, you got to go fucking do something, or you're going to die.
Fight or flight.
And
Literally.
and if you don't do that, all that energy is going to build up, and you're going to go fucking do
Crazy.
something stupid.
Mm-hmm.
I got to pee too now.
Go ahead, man. September Limitless. What is the status?
Well, I just had a birthday. September is my birthday month. That's
Happy-
exciting.
When was your birthday?
The 22nd.
22nd. Mylene was the 24th last
No
week.
way.
Yeah, man.
So she's a Virgo?
Libra.
Okay, I'm a Virgo Libra
Yeah,
cusp.
right there.
Right.
Right there at the.
I don't know
Admit it.
too much about the Libra. I know Virgos.
Dude,
I'm
I'm
like
surrounded
a very
by Libras, man. I don't
Really?
know what it is.
What are you?
Psalms. I'm an Aries.
Psalms. Who's that?
Psalms. He's one of my friends. Psalms. Parker.
That's a cool
Marlena.
name. I'm a big I
Yeah.
grew up on the Bible. So
Yeah, Psalms. Biggest book of the Bible. Yeah, I'm an Aries though. First sign in the chart. Fire
Aries
sign.
is wait, I think I'm an Aries moon, so that means I like express my emotions. Like if I'm feeling some type of way, I gotta fucking tell you.
Yeah, Aries. So
Like-
my full chart. Aries.
Is that how you feel sometimes?
Man, all right.
You feel like you're somebody who has to talk about things? Like you
Yeah,
can't-
but if you know me, I'm pretty quiet. I'm pretty reserved. I know I have a podcast, but
right.
if you really know me, I mean, when I get
But like if something's bothering you, like you can't
Yeah.
just let it sit.
yeah, definitely. I relate
That's
to
how I feel.
I relate to that 100%. But all right, it's weird when I get to talking, when I talk about something that I care about and I'm passionate about, man, I'll talk and talk. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But for the most part, man, I'm pretty introverted though. If someone was
Mm.
like, "Are you extroverted or introverted?" I'd say I'm introverted.
Yeah.
Kinda.
I would say I am now.
Mhm.
I used to be like in high school,
Mhm.
and like all before that, I was like, hey, everybody, what
Crazy
the fuck
person.
is up? Yeah, like, I just
Yeah.
had way too much energy and, like, didn't care what anybody thought about me.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. I think as I've grown up, like, I've just kind of, like, almost like after high school, I always felt like people would see me and they'd be like, "Oh, Dakota, like you're," and I would be like, I'm not who you think I am. Like, I'm not that crazy person.
What do you think
anymore.
that
Like,
was? What do you think that was from internet stuff, or do you think that was like stuff from just experiences you would have with people, like in person?
in high school?
Yeah, like
No, like
Are
in
you
person.
you were
Like
saying-
at school,
okay.
like I would just be
Like
like,
school
I like used to
antics.
like, yeah, like
Okay.
I was the class clown. Like
Okay.
I was wild. Like I yeah.
Shit. So
I used
okay.
to just like dress as crazy as I could possibly dress, and like one time like there was like crazy hair day or
Mhm.
something for what's it called, homecoming week.
Homecoming or
Yeah,
something.
and
Yeah.
I like shaved out the whole middle of my head to look like an old man. I don't know. I just used to always like try to be like, hey, I don't fucking care, and you shouldn't either. Like, life is not that serious.
So,
you know?
so that's pretty important, though.
Which is good. Like,
Yeah.
I felt like it was like, I always just felt like it was my mission to like teach people like, there's nothing to be fucking scared of.
Mm.
Just like be out here, like,
Yeah.
you know. And but I don't know. I guess I'm a little more reserved these days, but not afraid to like turn up. And
When do you feel like that changed for you? When do you feel like you made that transition to be more reserved?
I don't know. Like, I just think nothing mattered to me. I was like, none of this matters. But I think as I've grown up, like things do matter. And
Yeah.
I care what I'm saying. I care like the message that I'm putting out, and I care. Like I've just been through some serious things. Like I think one of the first things that I can recall that really like made life real to me was, do you remember Mitchell Maxwell?
Yes, I met him a few times, but I didn't know him too well.
So
Yeah.
I was with him the night that he passed away.
Man.
And I felt partially responsible, and like I could have done things to stop it, you know.
Yeah.
And it hurt me, and it messed me up bad, and that
Yeah.
it was like one of those the first things in my life that just was like, okay, life's just not a game, you know. Like
Yeah.
you have to be careful what you're doing out here, like. And I don't know, I think that was one of the really like shook me up and made life very real to me. And then, you know, plenty of other things. I mean, I've had to learn my lesson plenty of times in life.
Absolutely, man.
But
I know it's a tough pill to swallow, man, sometimes, but I'm a firm believer, man. Everything happens for a reason, man. It's really hard to accept it sometimes, man, but there's certain things, like you said, you've learned your lesson, man, and that's exactly what I feel like happens sometimes is, something bad happens, man, which we don't know how necessarily in this moment, but it was a learning experience. It was a learning moment where I learned something valuable from this, and, you know, moving on, man, I got to be better, or you know what I'm saying?
yeah, I've never really looked at it that way until right now, but you're right. Like that did happen for a good reason, to make me more in tune with the world around me,
Yeah,
and like
absolutely.
how my actions affect the world around me, and how I can make a positive impact instead of a negative one, you know.
Yeah.
And I didn't think, I mean, I wasn't out to make a negative impact or anything. I mean, I just was dicking around, like just living life with no reason, you know. And that's why when I like see people doing that today, I'm just like, I just distance myself from those people, you know. I'm just like, I only want to, like, I want to be a part of, like, who's trying to do something out here, you
Right.
know? Like, really do something, you know. Can't mess around with nonsense, you know. It's too much to be gained out here.
Yeah, man. So, all right, you said just had a birthday, Limitless. What can we expect from Limitless now? I know you said you weren't on the internet much, and I kind of want to talk about that a bit too, if you don't mind. But
It's fine.
what do you guys have planned next?
So me and the guys
any
are
exclusive
definitely
announcements?
Me and the guys are definitely cooking up a video.
Nice.
Don't know when it'll come out or who all will be involved. Like I said, there's some guys playing with the idea, but I think once we are going to produce some boards soon, so be looking out for that, to buy some boards. And once I have that to offer to the team, then that will make the team an official team again.
Right.
And I think that will really, what's the word? It's a science word, like catalyst.
Okay, it'll be the catalyst.
Right.
Okay,
For
I see.
starting a video, for filming a video, the next video. And
The boards first,
right.
video next. Can't have the video
Right.
without the boards.
Right.
I see.
That we are not a skateboard company without boards.
Without skate, you
Right.
can't. I mean, I'm sorry, guys.
It is.
Listen,
It is what it
newsflash,
is,
people.
yeah.
Can't have a skateboarding team without skateboards.
You can be a clothing company. You can be a skateboard clothing company. But
True.
you can't be a skateboard company
But that's
without
not-
skateboards.
yeah.
You know.
Okay.
And that's that. So
So
we
skateboards
so be looking
next.
out for that next. And so another thing I have, so and our YouTube, that's really something and I'm not even totally sold on that. One of the
Yeah.
reasons I got away from Instagram is because they're owned by Facebook, and
Yes.
I don't believe in anything that any of those people stand for.
Yep.
It's all just a mind game to control us and to
You're right.
to
They push a
fight
certain-
for our attention
Mhm.
and it's
And they
they've
steal your
got it down to-
information?
they've got it down, they've got it down to a science. They send all of your information to all these companies so that they can sell you products, and they're listening to your fucking conversations. And
Yep.
I just don't fuck with any of that. So that's a big and Instagram's just toxic too. Like
It
it's just
is.
like, dude, you need your, like, since I've been off Instagram, I've been so much more in tune with the world around me.
Yeah.
And not
Are you on the internet at all? Are you on
Well,
like Twitter or anything? or?
No, not any social media. YouTube. I'm trying to post YouTube videos, but even that, they're owned by Google,
They are.
and I don't fuck with that either.
I
But,
know, man.
but I can't. I've tried to find like a video platform that is something that I agree with, and I haven't found it yet. I'm still searching.
Look,
but-
let me tell you, let me just kind of brainstorm with you for a bit. So I feel like Limitless, let's just say the @Limitless page or whatever it is, okay, or the Limitless.tv or whatever you have the YouTube channel named.
Limitless Skateboards. Just type that in on
Okay.
YouTube. Limitless Skateboards. All our videos will pop up on the top.
Got you. I'll link them too in I got you. But all right, let's just say the Limitless Instagram, Twitter, and the YouTube stuff is solely post, and then that's it. Post, and then you don't worry about no other comments or anything. Do you see what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
Post it, and then
Yeah,
don't even
right.
get into like I got 6 likes.
Yeah.
Like, do you feel what I'm saying? I feel like,
yeah.
all right, but what I'm
I do-
getting
no,
what
go
I'm
ahead.
getting at though, Dakota,
Go ahead.
is all right. How earlier, I want to relate this to you. How earlier we were saying you need a team of people with you. So you need a videographer, you need a skater who can do one trick, you need a skater who can do another, who has a
Right.
different style.
Diversity.
Who's to say you don't find a social media guy? You feel what I'm saying? And who's just like
Yeah, but still, that's me dipping my toes in the devil's juice. You know what I mean? Like,
no, I feel that. But what if you had a guy who was like, all right, person A over here, man, look, you're going to run our Instagrams. The video editor is going to send you the videos, man, and you post them. I don't want to even have the apps on my phone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Aside
I'm
from
just
me,
brainstorming.
I feel you. And I've kind of thought about things like that. Not that specifically, but
Yeah.
just that aside from me being exposed to the toxicity of Instagram,
Yeah.
I believe in believing who you're working for. And if I'm bringing followers and creating energy on Instagram in any type of way, even if it's through another person on my team,
Yeah.
then I'm playing their game. I'm giving them what they want,
No, I feel what you're
And
saying.
I don't like that.
I just feel like in 2020, man, you can't do DVDs anymore. You have to be on the internet, man. And it's like you said, bro.
You're
It's,
right.
it's
And
the devil's game.
if I never get the numbers that certain people on Instagram get of views or
Yeah.
whatever it is, like, that's fine with me.
Yeah.
I can make
Same, bro.
I can make an impact locally by having an email list and
Same.
having even if I'm not reaching as many people, that's fine with me. I want to do it the way that
I feel the exact
it,
same.
like, resonates with my spirit.
I feel the exact same, Dakota, and that's literally, bro. This is episode 68 of my podcast, bro. I have almost 200 videos on my YouTube channel, just vlogs and random shit, music videos, and I get 50. Bro, I'm happy if I get 50 views on this podcast, bro.
Right. Like,
because I know that
even if you impact one person,
exactly,
like, if you
bro.
can change one person's life and make them start to try to do something different, in a positive way,
or want to come be
cool.
on this, like, come be a part of this, And I really want to say, bro, I really appreciate you reaching out to me because, I mean, there's moments where I get kind of overwhelmed and flooded with people who's like, yo, I want to, I'll get like a couple people at once. It's like, yo, I want an episode. And it's sort of, like I said, it's overwhelming sometimes. But also, there'll be periods where I'll go through and I'm reaching out to 10 people and I'm just getting denied left and right, It's, believe it or not, it's much harder for me to find a guest than for a guest to find me.
Right.
And actually sit in the chair, you know?
Yeah.
Because, and I mean, I was born and raised here in Murfreesboro, man, and I know that's just kind of how it is around here. People not everybody wants to be a creator, and I know that's kind of everybody's.
And even people that do are flaky.
That's what I'm getting at.
They might want to do something, but they're like, oh, I just can't.
In a roundabout way, man, that's what I'm saying. But,
right.
Yeah, dude, I just want to say I really appreciate you. And plus, this is my home, too. I'm not just going to have any random person in here, I want to at least establish some kind of connection with you, call you, FaceTime you or something, 'cause we've met before, and people I know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I mean, and also, if and when I do, because I have, obviously you want a factory and a warehouse for your shit one day. I want to have an office for this, just solely this.
Yeah.
You know what that?
Yeah.
And that would open so many more doors because I could have anyone virtually be like, oh, pull up to the glass door and walk in, talk to the receptionist.
Right. It doesn't have to be someone you trust to come in your home.
Absolutely, man. And
yeah.
I feel kind of bad sometimes because sometimes, man, I have to be like, I have to ignore them, and it's kind of sad, but it is what it is. But also, I've been doing Zoom calls with like people. I've done 2 Zoom calls from a couple rappers from Texas
on your podcast.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Yeah,
That's
man.
Super cool.
That actually that opened a whole nother door, man.
And I think, dude, like the possibilities of who you could get on here if you start branching out just a little bit bigger and bigger and bigger, and like, dude, you could have like, what's one thing I was thinking on the way over here is like owners of local businesses.
Yes.
Like not just like
CBD shops,
yeah,
or
like storefront businesses, like
it would help them out
like,
so much.
Stone keepers, you know what that is?
Is that an actual name of a store?
Yeah, it's like
I've never been there.
Here, like, I don't know if you're interested in that,
dude.
But you know what I mean?
It's not that I'm disinterested in crystals. I just never got into it. My friend Devin, he's got some crystals and stuff, but like I've never.
Oh yeah, this is a.
Yeah, so tell me a bit about that, man. We'll make that our last little topic, man, and we'll wrap it up. So tell me about some crystals, man, or anything else you want to say about Limitless.
So this right here is a tiger's eye crystal. It's kind of like gives you like a confidence and power. Like those are the properties it's supposed to have in itself, And Charlie, my partner, made this. Charlie Holt, Soul Nature, SOU1.nature on Instagram. She made this. She makes this and herbal remedies, and she's a Reiki healer here in town. So if you're trying to get some energy work done or anything like that, give her a follow, shoot her a message. She's an amazing person.
So she like made like the wiring that goes around it?
Right, yeah. And we rolled this was a rough stone, and we have a stone roller with sand in it, and it polished it.
Nice.
So she made all this from scratch, and she does a lot of that kind of cool stuff. But yeah, crystals are.
Can you say it's affected your life positively, like definitively, without a way?
This is my favorite one. This is a red Jasper. It's a bracelet that she gave me.
Okay.
It's kind of a grounding thing because I'm a type of person that's always in my head and like, oh, I'm gonna do all these things. I'm like a very dreamy type of person.
Yeah.
And like I feel like red Jasper brings me back to earth. Because there's a quote, I don't know who said it, but it's like you know, it's possible for a man to be so heavenly minded that he's no earthly good. You know what I mean? And
Because you're not actually present.
Right. I feel like I used to be that way. Like I was reading all these spiritual books and I was like so spiritual, but I wasn't here, you know?
Yeah.
And that's a big deal. So that I feel like that helps me. I do think it affects your life, you know?
Yeah.
And maybe a lot of it has to do in whether
I'm
you
definitely
believe
not
it or
skeptical. That's not my thing. I'm not skeptical. It's never been something I guess not maybe compelled to,
Yeah.
but like I'm
For
not.
a long time I wasn't.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I'm just not hip to it, I guess. But
Yeah.
so she works at a shop here, or is that what was that shop you were telling me?
I said her Instagram name, but she has her own Etsy shop, which I think goes by the same name. But you can definitely get through through her Instagram, or just messaging her. She'll hook you up with any of that kind of stuff.
Cool. All in house, like that's an entrepreneur right there.
Right. She is.
That's awesome, man.
She gets stuff done.
That's great.
She's awesome.
So, Limitless, man. Any closing words? Where can we buy? Like, do you have
Create your reality. Create your reality. You create your reality. You're in control of the way that your life goes. You know, like do not react to the things around you. Make the things around you react to you. You know, that's the core message of Limitless, is like that you don't have to be a victim of all these things happening in your life, that you can produce your own energy and make whatever you want to happen. And then as far as like things that are coming up with Limitless, this week so tune into our YouTube channel, watch the videos we've already got on there. It's only a few, but we've got this week we'll be filming a workout skateboard video, which is something that I really want to do a lot more of, is like getting people into fitness and skateboarding at the same time. Because a lot of skateboarders in culture are like, I'm not an athlete, I don't want to.
Yeah.
But it's important to take care of your body, man. Get yourself right.
If you get stronger, you can be a better skateboarder.
Exactly. Exactly. So we're going to be doing that. And then this bracelet that I'm wearing right now says, do what you are. I don't know if you can see that. Do what you are. There's a guy that I went to high school with. His name is Alec McMiller. He started a company called Do What You Are Company, and they do little short documentaries about up-and-coming dreamers and people that are doing what they are. You know? So they're doing their second episode about us in Limitless.
Oh, that's awesome.
This Thursday.
They're filming it this Thursday?
Right. I don't know when it'll be posted, but be looking out for that. Do What You Are Company.
Yeah, dude, I want to connect with him. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, he would probably come on here. I think he has his own podcast as well.
Nice.
Yeah. Super cool guy and big time dreamer locally.
Hell yeah. So, yeah, bro. Final thing, man. Can you purchase this online? Or
No?
No? Do you have plans to do any sort of merch this year or next year maybe?
I want to start an online shop, but yeah, definitely coming soon. We're going to have a lot more boards and t-shirts and things like that. And if you want to get involved with that, yeah, I was thinking about that. I meant to actually set up an email. You know what? I'm going to do it when I get home tonight. So hopefully no one has already taken this Gmail name, but I'm going to start an email list that you can email me to if you want.
Yeah, since you're not on socials.
Right.
I see. And you don't really want to give your phone number out.
Definitely I thought about that.
Definitely do an email.
I wanted to do that. I was like about to just be ready to do that, and Charlie was like, maybe you should.
Yeah, just do an email. It might not. It might work out just the same, but I would just do an email.
I did mean to set that up before I got on.
We'll do that here.
All right, so let's go ahead and say limitlessskateboards@gmail.com. Surely nobody has that.
There we go.
But
yeah, dude. So I'm gonna go ahead in the YouTube description and then the slightlydaily.com blog post, man. I'll link all this stuff, man, because I know you're not on.
Or comment on one of our videos on YouTube.
Yeah, there we go.
That's a good way to get in contact.
Comment your email address or something.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, guys, please subscribe to his YouTube channel. That's where all you guys' media will be for the most part.
That's the core of our media right now.
Cool.
Yeah.
Subscribe to the YouTube channel.
And stop by Moab Skate Shop.
Murfreesboro.
Yes, we are doing a lot of promotional things. We'll be doing a lot of events with them and things like that, and selling our merch there. That's a big thing. We're
nice.
That'll be where people can get our stuff.
Dude, that's awesome.
So at
an
Moab,
actual storefront, man.
Right.
That's amazing.
They're cool guys.
Do you have an approximate next year, 2021? roughly?
Yeah, I would say in the next few months.
2021-ish?
Yeah.
Nice.
So beginning of 2021.
So there you go. That kind of
Yeah.
answers my question right there.
There you go.
Nice.
Yeah, Moab Skate Shop.
Definitely keep in touch with me on that, because if the first day of that, I'd love to film a vlog or something.
Yeah.
You know, pull up to the store and be like, hey, I know this guy. I got one of those. You know what I'm saying? Pull up and buy one. Get some nice YouTube content, man.
Heck yeah, man.
I really appreciate you coming on, bro. This was amazing, bro. And please, man, dude, come back on again, man. Bring a friend with you.
Heck yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This also, you know, I want my guests to be guests. I don't want it to be like, all right, man, peace. I'll never see you again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, all right. Thanks for promoting me.
Yeah, exactly, man. I mean, come on again,
Yeah.
man. Who's to say next month? You know, we make this like a monthly thing. You know,
Dude,
tap in with me,
yeah.
man. I got your phone number, bro.
Right.
I appreciate you communicating with me, man. I know life has been crazy, man. But we did it, man.
We did do it. Yeah,
we
here
did
we
it.
are.
Man.
It's over.
Yeah. So
We made it happen.
episode 68, man. This was a special. This was amazing.
Slightly daily.
Slightly daily. I got to learn about some skate culture, man, that I thought I knew something, but I didn't. I learned some shit today, man.
Cool.
I appreciate the swag too, bro. I really appreciate that.
Right
It's
on.
awesome.
Of course.
Yes, episode 68. Thank you guys for watching. If you made it all the way to the end, man, shout out to you.